Konnichiwa, my friends. GalacticStorm here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Imperial Steel update that they did. And as you probably guessed, the Japanese are now in town. The Japanese are actually one of the newer branches in World of Tanks, well, nationwide. What they do offer for the Japanese is they have poor armor, rounded armor that can lead to lucky bounces. They have really good gun depression, penetration, and a good balance of damage per minute and rate of fire. The light tanks in this branch, they offer speed and agility, but they lack armor and will not be good for the scouting business. Medium tanks, however, will have more firepower, armor, and will have more flexibility when it comes to the battle. And as you can see, I did a recent review of one of the Japanese tanks, the Shinyu Kai. So we're going to start off here in the branch, and yes, I know, there's not a lot of tanks on this one. There's the Renault Atsu, which is the tier 1 that you start with. There's not that much light tanks in this, so there's the Type 95 Hago, if I pronounce these right. The Type 98 Kini, and then there's the last light tank, the Type 5 Kiho, which is pretty good, has a good punch with it. And then it just stops right there, and then there's a medium tank branch, the Shini, which I've got some good gameplay for you guys for today. The Type 97 Chiha, like I said, it has a lot of damage on it. The Shihi, holy crap, has really good penetration. And there we go. There's the Shinyu. The Shinyu, I heard, was a little bit better than the Shinyu Kai. And there's the premium tank that you get, the Type 3 Shinyu Kai. The Type 4 Shito. This is one that, in the later branches, this is one that get more rounded, well, turrets. The Type 5 Shiri, which is pretty good for like bouncing and that. The Tier 8 STA1, the Tier 9 Type 61, yeah, 61, I thought it was 51 there, I'm sorry. And then the last tank, the STB1, and you're probably wondering, what the hell? Where's the artillery? Where's the heavy tanks? Where's the tank destroyers? Well, tough shit, guys. This is the only tanks that they have so far, and that even includes within the PC version, so... And plus, I don't think the Japanese made any tank destroyers in that, according to my thing here. But I do have some good gameplay for you guys, and yeah, let's kick some ass with these tanks, shall we? And for the gameplay that we have, I'm going to be using the Tier 2 Shini. The Shini, I'm using the 5.7 centimeter gun, and this thing has... It doesn't have really good penetration on this thing. Actually, it has poor penetration on it. But in return, this thing can do a lot of damage in return. And this tank, well, I've been doing some gameplay with it, and I think it's a good tank. I mean, it's an okay tank, I would say. Except with the penetration that this thing can be, bounce a few shots left and right. It does have a little bit more armor compared to the light tanks, I would say. And we're at White Park. And someone already got killed. And for my idea, since this thing is mainly a support tank, there's the FT, AC. I was going to go after it, but the accuracy on this thing is not really good. But I decided to be more of a support area around this part of the map. That's where most of the tanks would be at, and would spread out, I would say. But on this one, the tanks decided to go, nope, let's just focus on one area, which will be the enemy's downfall. And then there's a Jeep Panzer Mark IV artillery. Took a shot at it once, and then at the other one I shot it again, and yeah, the scumbags are gone. The artillery have just been finished. So that's cool. And now we can epically, we can have an epic frenzy on these guys. I bounced on this Shini, looks like, and unfortunately I ammo racked it. And if you don't know what ammo rack means, it means the ammo blew up and, well, the tank blows up along with it. And then there's a, what was this thing called? Hang on here for a second. I took a shot from there. I maximized the screen here, sorry. But I moved along with this building with this M7 light. Oh no, it's a, what's it called? A Shini? Or a Kini, yeah, Kini. Took a few shots at it. It decided to run back, which was not really a good thing to do. And I finished it off that way. And then there's the Panzer 3A. It's moving back and forth. I tried to take a shot at it, but this accuracy on this gun's not really good. But the light tanks on here are having a good time, and there's only one tank that would be. Most of the tanks in this session are Japanese, but there is some different tanks in here, like this one, the D2. The D2 has really good armor, just not a good gun. And it took a shot at me, and I've been trying to take a few more shots at it, but then my commander got knocked out, and then my tracks got damaged. Got my commander back in there, so I decided to go back on the other side, and while that light tank's trying to occupy it, took another shot in it, but that light tank, it doesn't like me. The M3 Stuart tried to shoot at me because I took its spot accidentally. I went to noob. But then again, I took the spot. So, as you can see right here, it's 10 to 5, and because of those guys not extending onto the side here, they really didn't do anything else. They just got their asses handed to them. But this, the Shini, it's an okay tank, I would say. It may not have really good armor, or even the best armor, but this tank, it's oh, there's another Shinu, or not the Shinu, the Shiha. Yeah, the Shiha. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get used to the names here. Took about 2 shots onto it, and then everything's gone. We won 15 to 6. So yeah, pretty good game here. And it was a pretty short one too, so unfortunately. The reason I'm making this short is because I got a job interview and I cannot wait. I got a sharpshooter, mastery badge. I still have a job, but it's just I think I want to try like a different job. And 5,000 experience and 5,000 silver. I'm sorry. 500 experience. Damaged the G Panzer Mark IV. Destroyed the Shini and the Kiha. The Shini was the one that I ammo racked. And I did about 382 damage, I believe so. Yeah, 382 damage. The Shini did more damage above. The M3 Stuart, that he did a lot of damage, but only got 1 kill. And yeah, the Shinis, the Shiha did the best out of their team. And yeah, let's try to summarize the Japanese tanks for you. The Japanese tanks. For these tanks, I think these tanks are going to be a good choice, but I don't think the people at first are going to like them because, well, they just don't. Well, they don't have good armor. They don't have that much good damage or penetration, I would say. But overall, I think these tanks are going to be really good because, I mean, these things would support my kind of style. If you guys like support, flanking, sniping, and other roles besides brawling, you're gonna like these tanks. Brawling is definitely not their strong suit because of their armor. They have horrible armor. But these tanks, they can be really good with gun depression, so you can do peekaboo. You can do like go up hills and that, and you can take a nice little shot at them before going down like a hill or into cover. And these things have really good penetration and good balance of damage per minute and rate of fire. But like I said, these tanks, there's only like 2 tech trees, or yeah, 2 trees. You only have the light tanks and the medium tanks because, well, they don't have the tank destroyers, the artillery, or heavy tanks. I believe so. And keep in mind, this is a brand new branch that just came out, like I think like a couple of months ago, and that even includes in the what was it, the PC version of it. So I think these tanks are going to be good. You just have to be very careful on gameplay and such. So that's what I think about the Japanese Imperial Steel update. Vote, rate, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'm going to be doing Japanese tank reviews, but I'm going to be I think I'm going to be reviewing the ELC AMX first, but I'm not entirely sure. So, GalacticStorm here, and I'm saying sayonara, beaches.